I know. My class starts at like 6:15. And I was sending in this proposal before that. Right. I haven't eaten dinner yet. Oh.
What?
I know. My class starts at like 6. It is so creepy that it starts streaming before it starts streaming.
All right, 2 tips about that. One is, if the last time you were watching on that YouTube account, you had it muted, it will come back up muted.
Oh.
The other tip is, if you're not sure, you can mute your own Zoom mic while YouTube is loading, so that you have time to go mute YouTube and then come back to Zoom. And that way we won't hear the sound from the video when it starts.
Good tip. Good tip. Pro tip.
Those are 2 tips. Those are both good tips.
2 for the price of 1.
I don't know this thing.
Yeah.
It's very white.
Wow.
It's very white. It's like that's both corners and spreading are gray. and I guess that's what's happening up here. And it's happening on the sides here.
Ooh, I think that might be a little new.
Yeah, it's getting more all the time. Anyway, I don't know. I realized I wasn't going to be able to get my hair cut, and I wasn't going to risk cutting my own hair. So I knew that the top of my head was going to be getting longer. And I thought, if I'm going to have longer, messy hair on top of my head, I think I'd like to have longer, messy hair on my face as well, so that it, I don't know, matches or something. I don't know. And then I was thinking, I've always wondered if I could or would actually grow a large beard, and I would never do it when I'm regularly seeing people in person because it's a mess and I would be self-conscious about it. So I was like, if it's ever going to happen, now would be the time, because I'm never going to be this isolated, hopefully, ever again in my life.
You are doing it. You're on the camera every single.
I am, but it's different. It's like I'm wearing pajama pants all the time.
Are you?
I put on regular pants sometimes. I mean, especially if I go shopping or if I'm out in the yard, then I'm either wearing like workout pants or jeans. But like whenever I stream this, it's nighttime, baby. I am wearing pajama pants.
You're wearing pajama pants? I gotta say, I am getting dressed.
Yeah, that's good. I've heard that it's very helpful for some people.
It's helpful for
and I will say maybe that's part of this, because I think some people shaving is part of their routine, and so they're doing it. And I think if it was a routine for me, I would still do it, but it's not a routine for me. It's like, like I often shave like Saturday morning because I realize I'm going to be on stage that night. So I shave on Saturday morning. And then some point during the week as well, I'm like, there's too much here. And so I trim or whatever. It's not a routine. It's just like, it's an annoyance when I end up having to do it. This is annoying too, but I guess I'm just trying it out. I don't know. I also like the idea of like having some kind of a visual cue when I look in the mirror that this is a different time than normal time. Not that I would really forget, but it's nice to look in the mirror and say like, this is quarantine me, because right now it's quarantine.
Yeah, we'll be able to tell how, like, we'll be able to watch one of these videos and just know when we were in the quarantine by your swoop and your beard.
Right. And I like that bottle of champagne you have at the theater.
Yeah. Oh.
Like I'm like, I wonder if like I'll just clean shave when we're able to open the theater again, and that'll be like a satisfying rite of passage.
Right, because if you're watching out there and you don't know, before I closed the theater, I emptied out all the valuables of the theater, so don't rob us because you're just wasting your time. And then I put a bottle of champagne in our mini fridge. I guess that's a valuable. Took a picture of it, sent it to Scott, and said, we will be drinking this after the first show in the theater. So that's that.
And I'm sorry, that means Pam and I will be drinking it. We're gonna split the whole bottle.
We are. It's just us.
Yeah.
The cast is gonna be like, what about us? And we'll say no.
It's probably going to be a Not in Charge show, and then we'll just be drinking during the show.
During the show, which is what I usually do during Not in Charge shows. It'll be perfect. All right. Shall we make a thing?
Let me think. This is 24, 25, 20. I think this is our 27th HVC Live, or 26th if you don't count Monday.
Monday was painful. We got booted off the air by the man, by YouTube.
The bot. The YouTube copyright bot kicked us off on Monday because we were dubbing a film. Although I believe that it's a public domain film, but and maybe the bot can't differentiate.
Dumb
Which
bots.
would be fine if we were recording the video to put up later. We could have continued recording and then petitioned to remove the copyright ban because it's public domain, but we were doing a live stream, so it's kind of done.
So annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah. Anyways, 20 something. That's kind of impressive. Let's go to should we go to Facebook for a suggestion for We Made a Thing today?
Yeah, let's do it. And thank you to those of you who are watching. We're so happy you're here. We get suggestions on Facebook once a week, and so we like to pull from there every now and then.
Yeah. So and nobody made
So
a
thank you to
suggestion.
anybody who's watching who donated yesterday on Giving Tuesday, because we're over $5,000.
Halfway to our goal. That's
so
a lot.
sweet.
Yeah. Mostly nobody's watching right now though, by the way, live.
4.
Oh, you see 4, I see 2. Okay.
That's weird. Why would we see different things?
I don't know.
Huh.
We often see different things, don't we, Scott?
No, we see things differently.
Oh, okay. All right. You want me to read you 3 and you pick one?
Sure.
Or you want just pick one?
Yeah, read me 3.
Okay, I'm gonna read you 3. The last time you danced with other people, bird watching, horseshoe bend. Don't know what that means.
What?
Horseshoe bend. Joe, that
Use
was
that. Let's use that. I like that.
because we don't know what the hell it means.
Right, and I think we'll know what it means by the end of our set.
All right, Joe. Thank you, Joe, for that suggestion.
Horseshoe bend. Is that 3 separate words?
2.
Horseshoe bend. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. This is We Made a Thing. Thank you for joining us. Good kids.
Real good kids.
I could still see him. I was just chaperoning prom like it was yesterday.
Everything changes in an instant.
In an instant. Everything changes.
Yeah. I wish we knew right before the change that the change was going to come, because I would have enjoyed my time with those kids more.
Sure. It's very human to think something like that. We are mortals. But if you study Greek mythology,
As we do,
you'll learn that knowing the prophecy and still not having the power to change the prophecy is worse than not knowing at all.
really.
Now, of course, there's the one story where you know the prophecy, and then by trying to change it, you make the prophecy happen.
Right.
So in one case, maybe you would cause their death by trying to prevent their death.
It does feel like they died. They never come back. They forget about us.
That's how it works. Everybody who goes to Canada.
They just forget.
What are you going to come back here for?
Right.
Once you've made it to the promised land?
They're such good kids.
They were. They're dead to us now.
We're dead to them.
That's right. Well, it's more like they've ascended and we are still in purgatory without free health care, a fraction of the passion for hockey games.
Right.
Don't even compare our political leaders.
Don't even compare their hair.
Oh,
I heard Justin Trudeau do a speech in both French and English the other day. His French was beautiful. Our leader can't even speak English.
sad.
But everything changes in an instant. What if the change happened in this country too. In an instant. We wouldn't know the change was about to happen.
Dolores, I feel like you're taking a philosophical turn, but I have another 10 minutes in my lunch break and I'm listening.
Well, Robert, what if everything is about to change
Right now?
right now? And we don't even know it. What if this is the last few seconds of the way things are right now?
Huh. What are you thinking is changing, Dolores?
I don't know. If I knew, it would impact how I behaved, which would impact how things change. I
You
don't
might
know.
end up having sex with your own mother if you're not careful.
I can't see any situation where that would happen, but okay.
Neither could Oedipus. Neither could Oedipus.
I see. I always
Part of the
forget.
reason. Go ahead.
I always forget that when you're in your Greek curriculum, that's all you think about.
Yes, well, yeah, it pains me that only one of us can teach it each year. It would be wonderful if we could
Both teachers.
share the wonderful burden of enlightenment for these children, but alas, 2020 is my year, and
That's right.
you have been condemned to more general social studies.
Social studies, which means everything that's not Greek.
That's right.
What the hell? It's really odd how every graduate has gone on to a Canadian university this year. I mean, isn't that strange to you?
No.
No?
No, look at our country, Dolores.
Good point.
Just look. I mean, look around you. It is March 6th in the year 2020. And this country is in shambles. I mean, here we are at a school that's underfunded. Our children are not able to receive a free lunch. Not all of them can afford their lunch, but there's no help there. And of course, they're living every day in fear of an active shooting scenario.
As are we all. I only ate half my sandwich today.
You must be feeling weak.
I am. I'm going to put the rest back, and I'm hoping the refrigerator bandit won't strike.
Dolores, I appreciate you and I appreciate the width of your mind.
Not the breadth, the width of my mind.
Yes, breadth, sure, not depth, certainly, but the width.
I know a lot of things. I know a few things about a lot of subjects. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you're able to conceptualize, to imagine so many different scenarios.
Oh.
But only a little bit.
Robert, are you saying that the refrigerator bandit is a figment of my imagination? Because we only have 5 minutes till the bells are going to ring, but this is happening. Is that
Dolores, I'm, of course, conceding the fact that someone is eating food from the break room fridge.
Thank you.
But the naming of the break room bandit, is that what you call it?
The refrigerator bandit. They don't steal anything from anywhere else in the break room.
Yeah, I went a little deeper with it and found the alliterative name. But you came up with the concept. That's the width of your brain.
No. Thank you. And I didn't come up with the concept. I just noticed. That's intelligence, Robert.
Oh, yes, of course. It's a wide intelligence.
It's noticing.
Yes, of course.
Your rejection of this concept does not make it any less real, Robert.
I'm not rejecting the concept, Dolores. I'm merely saying you've gone so far as to give it a moniker, and you talk about it on a nearly daily basis.
Because it's a daily issue.
But you haven't actually taken any steps to resolve the issue, Dolores.
Oh,
That's width over depth.
oh, but I have, kind sir. I ran a test Monday through Wednesday. I brought peanut butter and jelly all week long so I would not have to refrigerate it and kept it in the cabinet. Did you notice, mayhaps? You did not. One's powers of observation, perhaps in deficit. So that is how I know it is the refrigerator bandit, because otherwise I would call it the cupboard bandit or the cloakroom bandit.
So you're saying this individual only targets the ice box?
Exactly. Hence the name.
Do you think this refrigerator bandit has something to do with the change that you feel is around the corner?
Perhaps. Scene. Sick. My senioritis is like, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to be here anymore.
I had to take a shit.
Okay.
Well, I can't. I already used my bathroom time.
That's a bad problem, Albert. When's our real life gonna start?
As soon as we get over the border, Sarah, as soon as we get over the border, that's when real life starts. That's when it's like they're not going to monitor the amount of time that you go to the bathroom.
In Canada, you can have as much time as you want in Canada.
Right. Who's like Justin Trudeau's not going to come into your bathroom and open your stall door and be like, time's up.
Hey, wait, do they call it the loo
No.
in Canada? No, they call it the bathroom?
Actually, I don't know.
Maybe they call it the WC.
Oh, that's classy. They probably do that.
They probably do that. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
The minute we step over the border.
That's when life starts. That's when life starts. Everything's going to change.
It's going to be different.
You know why our senioritis is worse than everybody else's ever?
Why? What do you think?
Because we feel something's about to change and we got to get out of here.
Not all seniors feel like something's about to change?
Yeah, I mean our whole class.
Oh.
The whole class of 2020.
Yeah.
Like it's only March, but like we are feeling it. Senioritis. What is it? The first week of March? We're feeling it. Senioritis.
Well, it's probably because we're so advanced because of the honors class.
We're probably, yeah, I took AP Greek myth.
Duh. Just because I'm still in social studies doesn't mean I also aren't taking that.
No, I didn't mean it.
I know.
You want to get high later?
Yeah. What do you think our new life is going to be like?
I just imagine like instead of most of the floors that we're near, they're just like all the floors are like trampolines.
I imagine that there's a croissant on everywhere.
Yeah, just like you just like go to You like go to put your elbow on the table and you're like,
Oh.
oh, what's that? What's on my elbow? Oh, it's flaky. Oh, it's buttery. Like
It's buttery. Oh, it's an almond croissant. Yeah.
this song came out of nowhere. Like I might as well eat it.
Yeah, everything in Canada probably tastes buttery and flaky
Yeah.
and delicious.
Yeah.
Nothing in America does. Hate this place.
Have you ever had a beef Wellington?
No.
It's really good.
I imagine it is creamy. Is it creamy?
Kinda, but it's like flaky and buttery, and then it's like savory too. It's
Is it
really
like
good.
beef stroganoff?
No, it's like a pastry more like it's like a
Mm.
beef pocket. It's like a really fancy hot pocket.
Is it like, have you ever had a brie inside a flaky dough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like sometimes there's like jam or something.
Yeah, or like a figgy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Canada right there.
Totally.
Like maybe they have that stuff here in America, but like it came from Canada.
Also, I was reading the brochure for McGill, and they referred to pudding, and it's not the same pudding, but I
Yeah.
don't know what kind of pudding it is.
Their pudding is like off the hook. It's like we think of pudding just like as like jello.
Yeah.
Their pudding is like meat. There's like meat in it. And like it's like you could have pudding for dinner because there's meat in it.
I don't get it, but I
Yeah.
know
No.
like the only clue I could find is from the Pink Floyd song where they say, "If you don't eat your pudding, you won't get dessert," or something like that.
No, if you don't eat your pudding,
no meat.
no, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding.
Pudding. How can you
How
have
can you have
pudding
any pudding if you
if
don't
you don't eat
your
your
meat?
meat?
Yeah. Okay. So we were wrong about that. Because that sounds like just like pudding.
Yeah. Why would they say that? Would be like saying, if you don't eat your meat, how could you have any meat? How can you have any meat if you don't eat your
Right.
meat?
Yeah. So something's wrong with that.
If you don't eat your meat, how can you have any pudding? So pudding must mean dessert.
Yeah, in that song, but like I don't know what
That's an old-fashioned song.
Pink Floyd was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, I assume it's all part of like our orientation when we get up there.
Well, pudding and other.
Yeah, they'll tell us.
terms.
They'll tell us like, where's the maple syrup at and stuff
Where's
like
the
that.
pudding? I tried to watch Canadian shows.
No,
and-
they suck. Yeah, I don't. But that's fine because we can watch American shows.
No, I know. I just was trying to figure out. Like, I want to be cool.
Yeah.
Like, the minute we get over the border, I'm gonna become a different person. So
Me too. Everything's gonna change.
everything's gonna change. I want you to know, if we see each other on campus, I will say hi, but it's not gonna be the same
Oh.
person.
Totally.
Okay.
I'm gonna be. You won't even recognize me.
Probably not.
Yeah.
What? I'm gonna be so confident. I'm gonna be making decisions. You do this, you do this, you do this. I'm gonna be confident and like in charge. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit in the back of class. I'm gonna sit in the front row. Like Amy Wellfleet. I'm gonna be an Amy Wellfleet of Canada. I'm gonna wear a bow in my hair if I want to, but I don't have to. I might put a bow in my hair and a bow here. A little bow on my back. You get me.
I'm gonna be blonde.
Shut up. Are you ready to go with the baggage that comes with being blonde?
Yeah, I'm already there.
Really?
I'm already blonde. I just don't have blonde hair.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you don't change the color of your eyes.
What do you mean?
I don't trust people with blue eyes.
Yeah.
And I don't know that that's going to change when I get to Canada. It's just like I don't trust goats because of their eyes.
I just got to say, like, you might think that, but like, Sarah, I think everything's about to change.
I know. I miss myself already.
Scene. I apologize for eating half of many of your sandwiches.
Caught, red-handed. You fell right into my trap, Robert.
I didn't expect the whole netting weighted from the top of the door to catch me as I reached into the refrigerator and hoist me off the ground and hang me upside down like some sort of caribou.
Well, I got the idea from Return of the Jedi.
There's so much Greek myth in that movie.
Oh, you're telling me that like I don't know that
Well,
already.
I wasn't sure how, fresh you were on the material since this is my year to teach Greek myth.
One doesn't just forget. Please do not try to change the subject, Robert.
No, of course not. Dolores, I am.
Why are you eating my lunch?
Every time I eat a small amount of food that you have prepared for yourself, it feels like I am taking your power into my own being. I'm eating your sustenance. I'm consuming your energy. You have meticulously prepared a sandwich, be it almond butter or cucumber and cream cheese. You have prepared that sandwich intending to be calories to keep you fueled and thinking and performing throughout the day. And me, I eat your sandwich. I take your carefully prepared sustenance and I put it into my mouth and I masticate it thoroughly and I swallow that sustenance. I drink your fuel. I consume your being and it comes into my body and I use it to become a better educator than you. And at the end, I take your sustenance and I push it out my rear end.
What hole are you trying to fill by eating my sustenance? Are you that devoid of identity and soul that a cucumber and cream cheese sandwich, low-fat cream cheese at that, could possibly begin to fill the hole inside your chest?
There should only be one Greek myth teacher, and that is clearly me.
All right. You want to go here? We will have a Greek off if you wish.
Very well.
May the best one win. And should you not win, Robert, and you will not, everything will be different from this day forward. There shall only be one Greek teacher forevermore from this day forth.
Very well.
And the other shall be relegated to teach social studies.
I've been waiting for this day, Dolores.
I was born for this day. And beyond you, lays a weak man. And if you shall win, There shall only be one victor.
I'm tired.
Yes, maybe it's because that cream cheese sandwich you ate was low fat, and the one I saved for myself was full fat. Oh! Ah!
I yield, Dolores.
All right.
As prescribed by Greek myth, I will now tear out my own eyeballs.
Or you could just teach social studies.
I prefer to tear out my own eyeballs. Thank you.
Fair enough. See? And that's our show. Although I was thinking, going back to those two students and being like, what the fuck? We got to get out of this place. These people, they walk by the teachers. These two people doing a duel. They're like, and this is why I can't, and this is why America's ridiculous. All right, a horseshoe.
Yeah, we never quite got to it. Although it was floating around in my head the whole time. It just.
Oh yeah.
It always felt a little forced when I.
Yeah, horseshoe bend.
Horseshoe Bend. The first thing I thought was, oh, that's the name of like Dead Man's Curve, like in a small town.
Oh, hilarious!
Went off the road over at Horseshoe Bend.
Oh, I love it. I didn't think that.
So that's where I started, but I didn't label it because I didn't know if we were actually gonna.
I was thinking.
I just used it as a jumping off point.
But you didn't even that the person who lives around Horseshoe Bend speaks so properly.
What do you mean?
Your guy was speaking very properly.
Yeah. He's a Greek myth teacher.
That lives around Horseshoe Bend. I was just thinking like that everything changes. That's where I took it. Like the bend.
Yeah.
Metaphorical, Joe.
Wow.
We took it metaphorically. But go ahead and let us know what a horseshoe bend is because well, it is what we just made it, I guess.
That's what it is.
But the next show we can play people who live well, maybe your guy lived in around Horseshoe Bend.
Yeah.
And I lived on Odysseus Lane.
Thank you to those of you who are watching. That was fun. Yeah, we had a spear fight, you know.
That was like good. Those are big.
Spears are pretty big.
Spear, yeah.
Thank you for watching. We will be back here. HVC Live is every night except for Sunday night at 8:00. With one small difference is that this Friday night we will not be live. We will be having a secret show. Ooh. A secret show sponsored by our super fan Judy Hyde, who loves guessing games. So we're going to play some guessing games with very difficult suggestions. It'll be Pam and I, as well as Kelsey and Kate and Sally. And we'll be playing.
How can they get a ticket for the guessing game show,
Scott? You can't get a ticket.
Yes, you can.
You can. You can. You can get a ticket by donating $20 or more to our GoFundMe campaign, which you can find. The link is in the chat box to happiervalley.com. It's one of the first things on that homepage. Takes you right to our GoFundMe campaign, which we had live yesterday. We're over $5,000, which is great. But if you donate $20 or more, then you will receive an email from me probably tomorrow with a link to that private show for Friday night.
The private link. And we have like over 100 people who are going to get that link or something like that.
I think around 100. It might be slightly less, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool beans. And tomorrow night here on Happier Valley Comedy Live is going to be Dirty Vanilla Box. So Scott may or may not be here. Might just say hello and then goodbye, or just do whatever you do when you're not here, which is, I imagine, just standing in a dark closet.
No, assisting with bedtime. That is what I would be doing.
Oh.
Okay. Bedtime assistance.
Bedtime assistant. Well, one day, if you work hard enough, you'll get to the top. You'll be head of bedtime.
Huh?
I'm
assistant to the bedtime manager.
So Dirty Vanilla, Kate Jobson's going to be here with me, and we are going to make it weird. Like, that's what I want to work on tomorrow is who can make it weirder.
Love it. Well, we got you pretty warmed up tonight, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, Friday night's the private show, and then Saturday night, Pam and I will be back along with Maddie Benjamin for the popular return of Drunk, High, Sober, where one of us will be very drunk, and one of us will be very high, and one of us will be very sober, but we won't tell you which is which, and we'll improvise.
You have to guess.
Yeah.
Jeff's watching. He saw the last show. Jeff,
I think that's still our show that had the highest number of viewers.
I love it. It has to probably be one of the most fun shows I've done in a really long time. Last night was a barrel laughs. Tonight was a barrel laughs. I have a barrel of laughs every time almost.
You should maybe not have a whole barrel every night because it's just.
It is pandemic, Scott.
Fair enough.
Have a barrel.
All right.
I doff my cap.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.